Scammers prey on the vulnerable, and sadly, that often means targeting the elderly. But in these cases, the cops got there just in time. Here are 5 instances when cops stopped scammers from defrauding the elderly. Number 5. Quick-thinking citizen saves elderly woman from losing $40,000. Our first case takes us to White Settlement, Texas, where a quick-thinking citizen helped stop a costly scam targeting an elderly woman. Here's the call that brought officers to the scene.
Debbie, how can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Is there an officer available that I could maybe speak with?
There's none in here right now. They're all out on the streets. Is there anything I can help you with?
So I'm at the Chevron right here off of 2025 Cherry Lane.
Okay.
And I'm a victim of identity theft, and like it's awful. It'll ruin your life. And however, I was in here getting money out of the ATM, and I noticed an elderly lady feeding thousands of dollars into the cryptocurrency machine, and the people on the phone sound like foreigners, and they have her like FaceTiming to make sure that she's putting the money in the machine. I just don't think she's aware that she's like what she's doing. It just seems so suspect. I mean, when I say thousands of dollars, she's probably got at least $5,000 to $10,000 on her.
And what kind of machine is she putting it into?
The cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And they're on the phone
there's
with her.
people on FaceTime with her?
Yes, and they're like, show us the screen. Now keep putting the hundreds in.
Oh,
show us the screen. And
is
they're
she
like
still
telling
in there
her,
right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I actually got her a chair because she's getting tired of standing.
Can you go get her to stop?
I tried, and she said that she's trying to correct the mistake that somebody else made.
Oh,
so
God.
she knows it. Yeah, and I just don't. It's so bad.
Okay,
and
if you can go back in there and try to get her to stop.
It turned out the elderly woman had been speaking to someone claiming to be a Chase Bank representative, who, of course, was a scammer. Officers rushed to the gas station convenience store where she was still in the process of depositing money into the scammer's account.
What kind of shirt are you wearing, or what color is your clothing?
I have on the black shorts and like a biggie small shirt.
I'm sorry, what was the second thing you said? Black shorts and what else?
A biggie small shirt.
Okay.
All
right, yeah, if you'll stay in there near her and look out for the officers, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll send them there right now. Thank you for calling. And what is your name? I'll get them up there right now, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Hello.
She's at $23,000 already.
Where's she at right now?
In the corner over here.
Hey, ma'am.
Yes.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Please, I have the bank on the phone.
Okay, let me talk to who you're talking to on the bank.
I'm in danger. This
Okay,
is
no,
Chase
you're not,
Bank.
ma'am.
This is Chase Bank.
Let me talk to them. Okay, stop putting money in there. Hello?
Just show me the screen, huh?
Yeah, who is this?
This is the security team. So, Christine,
No, you're not.
Anybody.
My name is Sergeant Stewart. I'm with the White Settlement Police Department. Okay, if you're really with the security team, you call my dispatch right now. You understand?
Okay, let me speak to the customer. Please.
No, you're not going to speak to the customer
let
anymore.
me speak to the customer.
No, you're not speaking to the customer anymore. If you want to speak with her, you call my dispatch first.
Christine?
You call my dispatch first. Okay. I'll give you that phone number.
Christine, just get the phone from him.
What do you have to say?
Hello, Christine. Okay, Christine, please ask him to move away, and let's just open the camera. Click on I'm done on the screen.
No, I'm not worried about a
Click on
camera.
I'm done.
I'm not worried about a camera because Chase Bank does not take Bitcoin.
Please allow me to speak to the customer.
No, you're not going to speak with the customer anymore. You have already spoken to the customer.
It appears the scammers were using cryptocurrency, making it harder to trace the stolen money and allowing them to disappear without a trail.
Okay?
Please inform him, sir. You have no business to wait.
Yes, sir, I do. Fraud and theft. Because no bank takes Bitcoin as payment. If you have a problem with this, you call the White Settlement Police Department at 24817. No, you're not going to speak to the customer again.
Let her decide.
No, I'm not going to
take the phone from him.
No.
Hearing you out, honey.
You were done speaking with this nice lady.
Ma'am, please take the phone from him. Take the phone from him. Sir, please allow the customer to speak. You don't have any right on the phone line.
I've seen him.
No, you don't need to speak with her.
Hello?
Then
Yes, ma'am. He said, now, just on the machine, ma'am. Just you click on I'm done, then I will speak to him.
No,
Click on I'm done.
don't click I'm
On the
done.
machine.
Do not click anything.
no, I won't.
No, she is not submitting any
Click on
money to
I'm
you.
done, ma'am. Click on I'm done.
No,
Please
she-
allow
listen
us-
to
allow us
me.
Finish.
Listen to me. She is not clicking on
You
anything.
listen to me.
You really want to fight this fight with me?
That's not your problem.
Yes, it is my problem because what you're doing is committing a crime. That makes it my problem. If you were in my presence right now, you would be in handcuffs going to jail.
That's not our problem. What you are trying to do, Christine, just click on
You still haven't gotten her name right, you frickin' moron. You don't even have her name right.
I'm sorry?
That's your money.
No.
Catherine, I
These types of scams, often traced back to international call centers, have cost U.S. residents, mostly seniors, over $3 billion in 2023 alone. As such, various police departments continue to work closely with federal agencies to track these operations and educate vulnerable residents. Number 4. Woman says she's just trying to start over after being busted with fake IDs. On May 31, 2024, officers in Kent, Washington were dispatched to a local bank following reports of a woman attempting to make transactions using fake identification cards. Upon arrival, bank staff quickly filled them in on the situation.
Yeah, so she went to our Seattle branch, opened an account with a different ID. She went to our Burien branch with a different ID. This is a third ID with a different name here at this branch.
I'm Officer Clark with the Kent Police Department. I have my body camera going, okay? Do you know why we're here?
Here's the fake utility bill that she keeps circulating with different things on it.
Have you guys actually identified her as, like, with a true name?
We don't know. So this is the third ID with different name. We can give you what the other IDs are. Pictures of them.
Yep.
Can you print them?
You have mine.
What's your name, ma'am? Okay. So at this point, you are detained. You're not free to leave. Do you understand that? Okay. Ma'am, do you have identification? So, we can identify you. I'm just kind of trying to gauge your compliance with me, okay? I'm trying to not be super evasive on it. If you have identification, I'd love to see it.
I don't.
Okay. Are you going to give me your name?
So we're trying to make this as easy as possible by just asking for your name, okay? Rather than having to bring someone here to take your fingerprint or potentially even book you in jail just to get your name. So if you give us your name, there could very well be a possibility that I send these up to review and they contact you at a later time. And if you don't, then we have to go take you to jail to make sure we have you identified.
I just don't want you to catch any extra charges of basically delaying the process of an investigation by just not being cooperative. Okay? Because we do have to know who you are. That's like I said. So we are conducting an investigation this time, okay? So can I just get your name?
Turns out this bank wasn't her first stop. She had already tried to cash fraudulent checks at 3 other locations.
It's really hot.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, right? You're kind of in a situation right now, okay? So, not a big deal. But I need to know who I'm talking to, okay? So if you need to take a breath, take a breath. But you just need to talk with me, okay? Or at least just tell me who you are. If not, we'll find it out. Ashley? And where are you staying at right now, Ashley? Homeless? You got a car outside or something? Is that what you're living in?
No, I take the bus around.
Take the bus? Okay.
Ashley, do you have an ID on you?
It was stolen.
Stolen.
Be somebody else. I didn't want to be me anymore.
Ashley, do you have any kind of warrants or anything like that we're about to hear or something, or what? Is that why you're just not wanting to give me your name?
There's a possibility of one from
Possibility for what?
from New Mexico.
New Mexico. Okay. Is it something I'm gonna have to load you up and fly you down there, or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. So, because you're detained, right? Because I'm not allowing you to leave right now, I'll just read you your rights, okay? Do you understand your rights?
Thanks.
So what was your intentions for today? Do you want to...
So what's your real name? Ashley. Okay. So exactly what I was going to ask. What are you intending to do here today?
Open an account?
Okay. With this ID, is there a reason why you're using an ID without your...
Because I don't want to be mean anymore. I'm tired of being who I am. I just want a new life.
Okay. And you thought a New York ID would help you do that?
Authorities discovered that the woman was in possession of several fraudulent identification cards, all used to facilitate suspicious transactions.
So, with this ID, you were planning to open an account or do what?
Yeah, I was going to open an account and I was going to start. I was going to get a job and just be this person.
Okay. Have you ever lived in New York? So where did the idea of New York come from? Like you just like New York?
I always wanted to go there.
Gotcha. Where did you get the Social Security card?
A friend gave it to me.
A friend. Where does this friend frequent live, or what's his name?
He's just a voice over the phone.
Okay. And how about this ID?
It's the same person, it's a voice over the phone.
Okay.
You call a number, you get a new life.
Okay. Did that same person give you this ID?
I got it in the mail.
Okay. But you got it the same way. Have you had a Social Security card for these other IDs? You did? Okay. Where are those IDs and Social Security cards at?
I don't know.
Do you see anything necessarily wrong with what you're doing?
Well, these people there, that I'm told that they're not able to be them anymore. Like they're not even real anymore. Like they're like in the hospital and they can't be them. So how am I hurting anybody?
Okay. Were you successful in opening an account with those other locations?
No, the other one wasn't able to be open yet. She said she'd call me back later.
Okay.
Authorities now try to trace the source of the fraudulent IDs, but the woman isn't exactly eager to give up any names.
So are you intending to get a job with the other names as well? Or
I was going to see which one would pass because you never know what comes up when they actually do a background check. So,
okay. And where do you currently live right now? Your home. Okay. Where do you frequent?
It was the Aurora area, but I didn't want to look up anywhere. It was too far away, so I found down in the SeaTac area.
Do you have the phone number that you called to get these IDs?
It changes.
Okay. Is it like a website, or is it just a person that you call, or email, or what?
You call a number and you get another number to call because that number always changes. It's like paintings and stuff. It's weird.
Okay. When was the last time you lived in New Mexico?
A few months back.
So your ID should still potentially be valid?
But it was stolen.
Okay. What's the warrant for?
Shoplifting.
Gotcha. So you know you can still get a job being yourself, right?
A felon.
You can still get a job.
Not in New Mexico. They don't give you any chances.
You're in Washington State now. You can still get a job.
I applied at a bunch of different places and nobody ever called me back.
Okay. So once we have you identified, we'll go from there. I just want to make sure that you are who you say you are in New Mexico. And you've never had an ID out of the state. Some of
It's so bad that I want to change who I am.
So, it's a fake ID, and it's a fake Social Security card. Okay, so I was just now getting to that, so I'm glad you touched on that. So what we're looking at here is identity theft. So you're trying to be somebody else that you're not, trying to open a bank account with a name that doesn't belong to you, with a social security card that doesn't belong to you.
The suspect didn't come unprepared. She also brought utility bills meant to back up her fake IDs. However, it was obvious those bills weren't hers.
This City of Seattle light bill from. Where'd you get this?
I found it in one of the hotel rooms that I was at, and you can change the information on it.
So is it one of the hotels?
One that you can, like, you scan it into the computer and you just change the information on it.
What information did you change?
The address.
This address? Okay, what else did you change?
No.
You changed the address there too? Or you changed the name? Or both?
Well, they all tell the same thing.
Yeah. So you changed the addresses for all of them?
Well, yeah, they had to match.
Okay, I'm just checking. Did you change anything else on there?
I don't think so.
Okay. So you didn't change the account number, the name, the amount, the dates?
All that's the same, but yeah, I changed the account number to put like random numbers in there.
Okay, so did you get the ID to match the name, or did you change the name there to match the ID?
I made this match the ID.
Gotcha. Or how'd you come up with that name?
That's just the name that I was given.
By who?
The person on the phone.
Okay. I will be right back and we'll see about the ID. Okay.
The suspect claims she's from New Mexico, but a background check of the name she provided the officers reveals a history that only makes her situation worse.
So I got them trying to pull some kind of a DOL out of New Mexico. So it's unfortunately they have her listed like for a felony. It was a warrant out of New Mexico. It was like conspiracy to commit shoplift. So it wasn't felony. It was like something dumb. But they have her listed in there. We don't have anything on our end. The only thing I didn't run was like county booking to see if she's been booked there. But we got nothing on her on our end. I mean, I would probably ask her like why she's giving like an AKA, like what is her actual freaking name, and like I mean, but then again, people who like commit frauds like this, like I don't even know if they know who they are anymore at this point, you know. But like, I would say we'd probably take her down and get her like book her and fingerprint her and do all the stuff and get photographs.
And then do the felony quite large.
Do what do you got? She's going felony level on that one. Yeah. Yeah, I would transport her down, get her fully identified and stuff like that. And then I mean she's homeless, so who knows where she's gonna go, but try to get a good address. I'll see if I can dig into it a little bit, if she can give me some more about the name and stuff.
With too many questions still unanswered, the officers choose to probe the suspect about her identity once again.
Hey, Ashley. So it's me, Officer Clark again. So we're having issues with your name. So we've got you in the system for like multiple names. Is there a reason for that? Do you go by other names?
My married name.
What's your married name?
But I don't go by it anymore.
Okay. Well, whether you go by it anymore or legally go by it are a couple different things, okay? So, the last name that you had identification, what name would it be? And where would that have been out of?
New Mexico.
Okay. Okay.
Can you look up at me, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? And who said that?
Records.
Excellent. Okay. So yeah, you do have a warrant out of New Mexico. Okay. It's not something we're going to take you on, right? So we're City of Kent at this time. So we're going to go with what my officer over here has for you. Okay. So he's got a little more details for you.
Yep. So, like I told you earlier, my goal here was to get you identified, not all these other names that you've been using, right? And if we can get you identified, then I will send this up, and then eventually you will get something at your P.O. box saying you have a date for what happened here today. Because ultimately there's one incident here, but the rest of them are not in the city of Kent. Okay. So also the way your leg is looking, also will not be taking you to jail today, but do you have a phone number I can reach you at? Do you guys have any thoughts and concerns? Okay.
Thank you for not arresting me.
Well, just...
I'm not going to do this anymore.
Believing she's done nothing wrong, the suspect receives a warning from the officers. However, her reaction makes it clear she doesn't get the gravity of her actions.
Well, just because you're not necessarily getting arrested today doesn't mean you won't in the future for this. Okay? At this point, just because you want to be somebody else doesn't mean you should get another ID and social security card. It's like I told you, it's identity theft.
How do you suggest to get a different life?
Do you have any other identifications on you that you want to give us that we can take?
I don't have one, no.
Okay.
Not the ones that you used at Burien or West Seattle?
I got rid of the one that I couldn't open the account because they couldn't verify it. I got rid of those. That.
Okay. Just, I mean, you have a record in New Mexico. I don't really recommend you get one here in Washington. I'm in reading criminal history in Washington, but if you're trying to start a new life, it's probably not the best way to do it.
So you know it is a crime to actually be in possession of another person's ID, correct? You know that, right?
But I didn't think it was an actual, like an actual person, because, like, how could you get an actual person's, like, real information? Like, right?
Come again?
How could you get the real person's, I thought it was, like, it's fake, right? It's not.
A driver's license?
Yeah, it has my picture on it, but...
I have a driver's license in my pocket right now, and it's mine, right? So it's me, with my information.
But it's got my picture on it, but I wasn't sure if the information was actually right. That's
So
why
the
one time it wasn't
the
verified.
chances of you looking like someone else in a one-dimensional photograph, the chances of that are fairly high, right? Have you ever heard of the word doppelganger, where you have someone who kind of looks like you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a chance that you look like someone. That does not give you the right to take that person's identification. Clearly, it's not you. It does not have your name on it. And then come into a financial institution and try to open up bank accounts and take out loans and do all the things, right? That's called fraud.
With limited options, the officers wrap things up with a stern warning and a court summons.
That is fraudulent, 100% hands down. Because you are not that person, and you are telling them that you are that person when you're not. That's against the law, okay? And you know that. I know you know that.
I know.
We're not going to take her to jail today because she's having some medical issues and we also identified her. But will be investigated for a felony level identity theft.
Okay, yeah, for trespass and all that too, though, because like she's been going from branch to branch, and I'm not really sure if she smoked in the bathroom, did some.
Okay, do you want me to trespass her for a year or for life?
For life.
Okay, do you have any other branches in Kent?
No.
Okay, so I can only trespass her for the branch in Kent. I can't trespass her for other locations.
Okay. Can you check her bathroom with me?
Where is it?
I was trying to use the restroom and I went over there. She used the guest bathroom, but I felt like ever since I walked right in, my nose is like in between.
I didn't smell anything in the bathroom. She may or may not have.
Maybe.
On that card, next to the stars, those places can help you kind of start over. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Give them a call. Reach out to them.
You guys actually care in this state.
Yeah, we try.
You must
Obviously,
about it.
stop trying to do what you're doing now. Okay. Get your warrant taken care of, but reach out to them. They can help. Okay.
3 counts of identity theft were filed against the suspect, but the case remains under investigation. Number 3. Caregiver exposed in shocking scheme to defraud elderly client. This next case took place on March 13, 2024, when officers were called to a bank after 2 women allegedly attempted to cash a fraudulent check. Upon arrival, the officers quickly made contact with the suspects.
What's up, boss? What's going on? You want to scare her 49?
Yeah.
She was a passenger.
We're going, Officer Medina.
Huh?
Officer Medina?
We already voiced we didn't have no weapons.
I didn't have it down. Just making sure, man. Are you okay with that? Did I touch you at all? I just picked it up your waistband, right?
but I showed him when I was sitting down that I had nothing to make. It's okay, babe. I'm recording. It's recording.
Anybody made contact with anybody inside? I haven't, sir.
Hi.
Probably make it easier for you to use the back door. Alrighty, appreciate it.
So let me show you what we've got here. Well, this is just a copy of it. Let me get the actual. This young lady we have here, she is one of the account holders.
Okay.
Casey Riedemann is her father, and she's on the account too. They came to try to cash this check. The signature didn't match. I couldn't get a hold of him, so then I called her.
Yes, ma'am.
And so she was able to get in touch with her father, who said that he did not write the check. She is a caregiver for him?
She's a caregiver for him, and he said that she took off with the checks and the cars, and he was trying to get the car back. So the car is actually my dad's as well.
Okay. He never reported it.
I don't know. I don't.
Okay. So the caregiver took the car and
The checks.
and the checks.
And he never gave him permission.
Okay, is your dad here local in town?
He's in TRC.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his name.
The bank staff noticed a slight discrepancy in the signature on the check and immediately contacted the account holder's daughter. She confirmed that the suspect was her father's caretaker and not someone who was authorized to cash the check.
All right. Give us 1 second. This is the lady that's trying to cash the check?
She's out there. Yeah, that's Jessica. I don't know which one. I think it's, I don't know.
The
which one it is.
drivers.
Okay. I'll be right back. All right, so I guess one of these ladies is the caretaker and the daughter is inside with the forged check, which is what started all of this. They couldn't get a hold of the account holder, which is the owner of the truck. So they called the daughter because the daughter is on the account also. The daughter got a hold of the dad, and the dad said no. The caretaker took his truck and his checkbook. Okay. So, and he lives in TRC.
That's what she said. She stays there. Did you want to? I'll call him.
All right, let me go get back with the daughter and see if he wants to press charges and go forward with.
Okay, cool. Thanks,
Right. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you get your father back on the phone and see if he wants to pursue charges against them?
I'll try, but I know that he will.
Are all these previous checks that they've written, or these are legitimate?
These are other checks that were written on his account that don't look like they're his signature, so there might have been some fraud. How old is your dad?
Mid-80s?
42, so he's...
What makes this more alarming is that the account holder is 82 years old.
And the reason I need to hear it from him is in order for us to detain them and arrest them, we need to hear it from the actual victim.
Okay. Right. You can't arrest them for trying to cash fraud in a check.
Well, we don't know that it's fraudulent until he says it's fraudulent.
Because he just told her. It's not. Yeah, he did tell her that it was, that he didn't write the check.
Moments later, a detective arrives on the scene to take over the investigation and begin questioning the suspect.
We were just coming to chill, and we were cashing our check because we work for Ken. The one that car, we work for him. So he's a real good family friend of my mom's. So we worked it out. My mom and my dad went down there because we were looking for a vehicle because we crashed our Pontiac. So he talked to my mom. They worked it out because the car's under his name, under his insurance and all of that. Okay. So we worked it out to where we get paid weekly. It's $15 an hour. Okay. So
what do you do for Ken?
Whatever he needs. If he needs us to, well, he's more mobile now because I used to work for him back.
How old is Ken?
I have no idea.
Is that where the house that you got the checks from?
I didn't get the check. He wrote it and he gave it to me.
You wrote it and gave it to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he had my girlfriend write it, but he signed it because he can't really write.
Okay. What do you guys do for him?
Well, usually we go, my girlfriend makes him breakfast. I usually will clean him if he needs to be clean, change him. Well, we were doing outside work for him. We were supposed to go do his van, but he didn't have no extension cords, so he had to call some other guy named Mo to bring extension cords. We just do odd work, whatever he wants.
All right. So he gave you one check today?
No, yesterday.
Yesterday, he gave you one check. What was the check for?
It was working for him for 4 days.
Okay.
Because I have an expired ID, so I can't cash a check. So it goes under my girlfriend's name.
Okay. So you were working, how much was the amount of the check?
600.
How much?
600.
Okay, so you wrote the check. So yesterday he took his checkbook out and he told your girlfriend to write it out for him because he can't. And he did it for $600.
Yes.
Okay? And he signed it himself.
Yes.
Okay. Signed it himself. Gave you the check.
According to the 82-year-old's daughter, the suspect was never given permission to drive her father's vehicle. The suspect, however, denies that claim without hesitation. Listen to her try to justify driving the victim's car.
Oh, the vehicle. Where's the vehicle from?
The vehicle's from him. He let us use it as a payment.
Since when?
I could go back and look at messages. I don't know. It was maybe the beginning of March. I really don't know.
Okay, that's when he lent you the vehicle.
But he also did call it in stolen the first time. Because this isn't the first time he's called a vehicle in stolen on me and other people.
Okay, so why would you take the car?
What do you mean? He let us.
Yeah, he let you, but knowing that, hey, this guy...
I didn't know until the police officer told me. We got pulled over. And he said, oh, fair warning, he does that a lot. And I was like he gets mad and he does that.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, just, you know.
Okay, but that's what I mean. That was the first time.
Yeah, I mean...
Why would you take it again, knowing that he would probably do it again?
He never said nothing. If he would have said to leave it, I would have said, okay, let me call my mom, let me clear my stuff out. I had no problem leaving the vehicle. Okay. He never voiced it to me that he wanted it there.
Did you have property inside that vehicle that belongs to you, and you guys have been using it since March 5th? It's your vehicle. That's what you're...
Well, not ours, but we are using it. Like, we are going to start making payments, but we do have property.
Oh, so you're going to start making payments?
Yes, we haven't started making payments. No.
Okay.
That's why I had no problem leaving it if he wanted me to leave it.
Yeah. Okay, but he didn't. So then you came out here, okay, today. So you went back home to your seat yesterday after you did your work and he gave you the check?
No, I just drive around.
Oh, the whole night you drove around?
No, I came here last night. I was already here last night. I spent the night in a hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm still...
You spent the night in the
hotel? Yeah, I'm still there.
So you're still... So you didn't go back to your seat yesterday. So you had the vehicle since yesterday.
Yes.
You're driving around. You came today to cash your check.
Yes.
Okay? And...
Adding to the suspicion, the fake check wasn't made out to the caretaker, but to his girlfriend, raising even more red flags.
You had to put the check under her name because you don't have an ID.
I have an ID, it's just expired.
It's expired. So she came in, she went inside the bank to the drive-thru. She went to the drive-thru to cash the check, and that's what happened, right? So you all had, you're telling me you all had permission for the check, that the check belonged to you, but you put it in your girlfriend's name so she could cash it. Everything is legit. The vehicle is yours.
Well, it's not ours.
I mean,
we're using it. Yeah, it's not. It's not
and
ours.
And they gave you permission.
Yes, he gave us permission
to use it.
Yes.
Okay. All right then. That's all I needed for now. Okay.
Okay.
Next, the detective speaks with the bank employees to collect their statements and learn exactly how the transaction unfolded.
So this happened at 10:21. They came in. It was the female Jessica Garcia. You identified her as the one that was cashing the check, correct?
Well, they just sent it in. I assumed that was her in the driver's seat because there was two of them.
Okay, and when you checked the ID, it was the same one, correct? Yes. Okay. Now on this one, Jessica Garcia, she attempted to cash a check. What made you think that it was fraudulent?
Our bank, when we have somebody trying to cash a check and they don't have an account with us, we call the maker of the check just to verify it.
Okay.
And because this was from a different city, I wanted to make sure. But when I looked at the account, just to verify this signature, I noticed it was different.
It was a little different. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did see that, and I'm glad you gave us a copy of that. That doesn't match. Okay, so
you called this Ashley.
No, I called Mr. Wiedemann and did not get an answer from him.
Okay.
But Ashley is also on the account, so I called her.
You called her. She says no, that's not us.
Well, she said she was going to call her dad.
Okay.
And she did get a hold of her dad, and he said no, he didn't write the check.
He didn't. Yeah. Okay. So they took the check one way or another. Okay. Let me see. What else do I know? Oh, there was 3 other checks. I know that. Like I said, I'm going to handle these. But do you have who attempted to cash those checks? Do you guys have that? Because I know on one of them it had like a driver's license number, date of birth, but it didn't have the complete information. I want to see if it's the same girls that are trying to cash those other checks.
No, because they were on the ones, it was like a...
Echavarria and
Lewis or something like that.
Yes, or Lewis. Okay, but did you get ID on those individuals?
No, those were cashed previously off of the account.
Perfect.
Yeah, that
Okay.
had nothing to do with
Nothing
today.
to do with it. Okay, sound good. So I'm just gonna stick with this. I really appreciate you giving us a call. Okay, I'm gonna make an arrest on just one of them, which is gonna be the one that attempted to cash these checks. Okay. They're gonna be charged with fraud, forgery, and as well as for driving the stolen vehicle.
The officer finally speaks with the victim's daughter, hoping to clarify the situation.
What happened there?
That they're gonna do the telephone thing where I sign it.
Okay, and he did say that they didn't have permission. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, is that?
Oh, did he tell me that?
Yes. Okay, they didn't have permission to drive it or anything like that, or to take the vehicle. Correct.
He said they ran off with his vehicle. That's what he said.
What happened? Where did you guys get these checks from?
We worked for him. We've been working for him for almost a month now.
Okay, both of you?
Yes.
Okay.
I cook for him and I help out with like the little things that she doesn't do, like because she physically takes care of him and I help him with everything else.
Okay. How did you get this job?
We worked with him before. One of his old caregivers was looking for extra help, and she posted it on Facebook. And we started. I don't remember around what time it was. It was like maybe in the middle of last year, somewhere around there. And we had issues with the lady that would pay us and stuff. So she told us to not come back. He didn't know about it. We knew that he had vehicles for sale, and tax season's coming around. We had Angel's mom go talk to him to see if he could sell us a vehicle, and she mentioned us again. And he said, "Hey, yeah, they were good. What happened? Tell them to come talk to me." So we went about a month ago and talked to him again, and he right away, come start tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
And since that
how often do you guys come down here to help him?
We go see him every day.
All the way from Pierce, come down every day?
Oh, well, he lives in Pierce.
Oh, that's right. He lives in
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a 15-minute
like,
drive.
Yeah, Las Cruces. Okay. All right, that's right. Yeah, he does live out there.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the check. What was the check?
It was for putting in hours. We worked 4 days, 5 hours a day.
According to the girlfriend, the check was compensation for helping around the victim's house, conflicting with her caretaker girlfriend's explanation that she used her name because her ID was no longer valid. However, that's not the only conflicting statement they'll provide.
So the check, how much?
It was
600. And that check just covered your work.
Yes.
Did you take the check or did you take the check? How did you get the check from?
He has people write for him and then he signs.
Signs?
Yeah, he signs.
Okay. Signed it in front of you?
Yes.
Signed it in front of you? You didn't take this check without permission?
I have not stepped foot in his house without him being present.
Okay.
Because I know he has been...
Do you have keys to the house or?
No.
No keys.
Not at all.
You just ring the doorbell? And...
Yes. Well, half the time he's already outside or he's in his living room and he keeps his door open. So, hey, Ken, you look in, he's in there. If he's not home, usually his wheelchair is at the door, so you know he's not in there. He's usually in his backyard.
Okay, sounds good. How about the truck or the SUV here?
Well, we were gonna try to work and then him not pay and then us just like basically work for him and he deducts what he's supposed to pay us, but he said he didn't want to do it that way, that he would give us the checks and then that way we can give him money for it.
Okay.
And we told him, well, I'm waiting on my federal tax return to give him a big chunk of it. We were gonna start giving him payments. We just had to catch up on a little bit of bills that we had first, but
he got mad the other day at us because he came trying to take care of himself, like cleaning himself down there and stuff. But he got upset because she didn't want to clean him and he likes to get her to clean him down there. And he kind of got upset, and I think that's why he kind of at us. But he was being kind of rude, and we told him, we'll be back, Ken. We don't want things to be said on both parties that we don't want to regret and stuff, so we'll just be back later. And
Now, would you be surprised if I told you I said that this check never did?
yes, because some people have told us that to be careful. Because I know he is a retired state cop, but they seem like he likes to.
Now that she's given her explanation, the officer brings up the discrepancy of the signature.
Now, surprised that the signature does not match your bank. His signature that was on that check not match. Surprised on that. That means somebody forged his signature.
No, well, I see him. I just wrote it.
So you're getting that you wrote the check.
Yes.
You filled it out. You didn't.
I did not sign it.
And you told him to make it for 600.
Yes.
It was in 60.
I wrote 3 checks. Then he signed it.
Which checks were those for?
It was the 600, a 500, a 10, and then $90 one.
$90. Yes. Okay. Well, that's where I'm at. Now, would you be surprised if I told you that you guys didn't have permission to take the truck?
We did have permission.
Okay.
It's just he got upset because she didn't want to change him, so we just said, Ken, we'll just be back later when you're not angry, and instead of coming back and having to drive all the way from Array to, because we were visiting my grandparents, so driving from there to there, I called him and he said, no, I don't want you to come. I said, okay. So since we told him we would not be back to his house since he got upset, we have not stepped foot at his house.
Okay, I got you. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and continue looking at this, okay? Just give you a minute.
When I was talking to the dad on the phone, he said that you called the police last night in TRC and that he reported that car stolen. But he couldn't tell me if they gave him a police report number or if he filled out a stolen vehicle affidavit. Okay. So I don't know if they, or
yeah, I can make contact with
responded.
somebody over there. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll see him.
Okay.
If it's in fact that's the case. If it is, it just straight is the case.
Okay.
So let me cut her loose.
Is she allowed to get whatever stuff she needs?
The officers determined they don't have enough to hold the caretaker, as the fraudulent check was not made out in her name.
I don't see the problem taking her stuff out. Okay, go ahead and step out. Okay, this is what's going to happen, Angel. Okay, you're being cut loose. Okay, you're going to take your dog with you. Okay, what other property do you have inside that?
We have everything in there.
Like what you have?
We have the whole back covered.
Yeah, like with what? Because
clothes.
You can't carry it with you right now. Okay, and I can't release it right now. Okay.
Would you be able to follow me?
No, you're not taking the vehicle.
Or would I be able to have my mom come and pick up the stuff?
Take it out. I don't know if the bank is going to want you to put all your stuff out here. Let's see how much it is.
I have a lot.
Also, you're not allowed back in that home. Okay? Don't go back over there. TRC is going to be advised that you're not allowed back over. Okay?
And what about my girlfriend?
Okay, she's going to be charged. Okay? She's going to be arrested. Okay. Hold on a second. Well, what do you have in here?
I'm going to show you.
Okay. You guys have the keys? I don't have the keys.
And why is she going to be charged?
Yeah, she's going to be charged. Why? Yeah. She tried to cash a check and she was driving a stolen vehicle.
But he didn't know it was stolen.
That's not...
You didn't call my mom?
No, that's not. The owners are saying that the vehicle was taken without permission, and that's what I need. I don't need to call your mom. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So this is all your clothes? Do you have a bag to put your clothes?
No, this is all my... Call my mom to come. She should be.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. The officers are not going to be waiting for you.
I'm not going to take off. You
No.
guys have the keys.
No, we're taking the vehicle. That's not a problem. But you can.
Where are the keys?
The ignition. You know what?
Would you be able to wait?
Could you ask him?
Would you be able to wait?
Call your mom and ask her how long she'll take.
Or, let's see, how long will it take for your mom to get here?
I don't know. I'm calling her right now.
She's at TRC?
Mom, are you in Cruces?
While no charges were filed against her, the woman was permanently banned from the bank.
Well, how long will you get here. I need you to come. Ken called the car stolen, and now Jessica's getting locked up. And we need to take our stuff. Can you come?
You know what?
How long? I need to take all my stuff out of the car and put it in yours. They're trying to take the car. No. So I need you to come. Okay, so how long?
You got any other family or friends that can come
First
over?
Savings.
She doesn't have any friends here in Cruces? Ask her. See, maybe.
Mom, no, in Cruces, Mom. Do you have any family here that could come pick me up? No.
Friends?
No, she doesn't know anybody.
No.
Can you get here as fast as you can?
Get some trash bags, all their stuff, and take it out to the street. Yeah. Just down the street over there, they can pick it up.
She said she'll get here in an hour.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some, get you some trash bags.
Okay.
Put all your stuff in the trash bag. Okay, you can't stay on their property. Okay. So you can go down here to the street and go over there with your property. Okay. And your dog.
Okay. Hold on. And what about my girlfriend? How do I go about getting that?
She's gonna be at the detention center. Okay, you can make contact with the detention center to see when's her court hearing about a bail, to get her bond and everything. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take maybe a couple of hours for us to finish her paperwork, and then by the time she goes to booking and everything, okay. So it's not gonna be right now, right away.
Well, could she get out today?
Yeah, I'm sure she can.
She could get out today?
I'm sure she can see a judge later on today. It just depends on time we get her over there.
Okay, so the sooner you guys get her over there, the better?
The sooner the better. And as soon as we get all of her stuff done, you can contact her and see what we need to do to get her out. Okay?
In the end, the other woman was held accountable, facing charges for vehicle theft, forgery, and fraud. Number 2. Woman got involved in fraud and only felt sorry after getting caught. In a similar incident, police were called to a bank where a male and female suspect were reportedly using forged documents in an attempt to get a loan. Here's how the situation played out.
Any vehicles in the parking lot, I expect?
There's 3 cars, but I think they're not going to belong to them. Hello.
Hello.
We got a call about you guys trying to do a fraudulent transaction. So that's why we're here.
Okay.
Alright, so give us a couple of seconds. Headquarters, we're 1012. We're going to be inside. You can go ahead and cancel the channel. I got the last here. You guys have any IDs on you?
You want me to cancel?
No.
10-4.
10-4. I'll be at the cancel. Patrol black.
Yeah, just say, yeah, I'm gonna move him real quick. You guys have no ID? You guys are opening an account?
1066, 1033. Emergency Wi-Fi channel, sir. 1609.
You call for them too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just, I'm parked behind this guy.
Okay.
Alright.
We currently have an open case with Buena Park Police with this gentleman as well.
And who's the lady with him?
I don't know, so I think he's getting her to do the fraud.
Gotcha. What's the Winter Park? How do you know? Like from this office or from another?
From another office. This will be their probably 3rd location that they visited.
Oh, okay. Do you have any of that information?
Let me see if I can
incorporate? What made you? What besides the past? What's causing it now?
Just the suspicious of the transaction and it not being her on the ID.
She's showing fake ID or different ID.
Yes. Her ID saying she's 39 and she's not.
Gotcha.
According to the suspect, she was born in 1939, but bank employees immediately picked up on the inconsistencies between her ID, her looks, and the documents she presented.
All right, yeah, if you can see if you can find the Winter Park information for me, and maybe I can contact them. I guess they hit other McCoy, and they just got a case for him from Winter Park, and she's showing ID that's claiming she's 39 years old.
Not born in 1930.
Oh, born in so. Hey, ma'am. I just forwarded you his information as well. Oh, perfect. Miss Hale?
Oh, here, 353.
Can you come talk to me over here real quick?
Okay, 353.
Hello. Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
What year? What's your date of birth?
It's 4/17/1939.
39. Do you know what's going on?
No.
Do you mind if you can take the mask off for a second? Okay. Who's the gentleman with you?
He takes care of my yard work and stuff at home and takes care of a lot of my paper.
He takes care of your yard work?
Yeah, and he does my paperwork.
How long have you known him?
About 3 years.
How did you get to know him first?
Through his uncle.
Through his what?
Through his uncle.
Who's his uncle?
He's good on computers. And I know. Is he not good?
Well, I guess he has several fraud cases going on. So that's why I want to know.
As if the situation wasn't suspicious enough, the male suspect with her was already flagged in an ongoing fraud investigation by the same bank.
Well, that's why they called us.
Is it possible that I can walk away from this gentleman?
I'm sorry?
Since I know this now?
Say again?
That I can walk away and get away from this gentleman then? Or
Well, I need to investigate it all. I can't just let everybody go.
Okay.
You know, if he's telling you to, what is he telling you to do?
No, he don't tell me that. He helps me with my banking paperwork.
So what were you guys here today for?
And for the file a loan and open up my account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he's just here to, you think he's here to help you.
Yeah.
Is what the understanding of your guys'
Filing a loan?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I opened up my account and I'm filing for a loan so I can remodel.
Okay.
So is that...
Do you have an account here?
No, I just opened one today.
When did you open it today?
Yeah. That way I can...
What time did you open it?
Just earlier. I've been here the whole time.
Okay.
What does that make you want? I filed for a loan, that way I could do my home.
So you open an account and then you become a member of the bank and then you can get a loan. Is that how it works? He was just helping you do that.
He said that's where I had to do it to get do my home improvements.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But if you guys know something I need to know.
Well, we don't know. I don't know him personally. We're just getting the bank, the McCoy Federal Organization has called and notified this guy is going around to 3 other banks. But if you know him personally, this could just be a mix-up. I don't know.
Officers begin questioning the suspect about her alleged accomplice, but it quickly becomes clear that she's not eager to talk.
Is he advising you to do anything?
No, sir. No, sir.
Does he not have access to your bank account?
No. So not.
You paused on that. Like,
Yeah,
are you giving him? Are you giving him?
No, that's where he sits in the room with me while I'm setting it up. That doesn't matter, correct?
The living room or in his office?
In the office.
Well, he could write it down. Is he on his phone writing things down?
No.
What do you? All right. Why did he drive you here?
Yes.
What car is he driving? The maroon car? Is that your car?
No.
It has a handicap sticker on it.
Yeah,
Okay. From what you've seen, has anything been suspicious with him? With you? Have you been missing money?
No, he's been a very good gentleman.
You said you've known him for years.
Yeah, he's been a very good gentleman, very polite to me. Very polite to me. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know in the past of that, but he's been very polite to me, this gentleman.
Alright. If you don't mind, can you just hang out here for a second? Just take a seat. I gotta speak with the manager. So do you guys know who he is?
No. Well, I don't believe so, no.
So
I just gave him the detective and the case number.
But how do you know him?
Because he's visited other branches.
But nobody knows his name.
I don't know his name because he's not the one actually doing the transaction. So.
But what I'm saying is, do they send pictures to all you guys to say, hey, we'll be on the lookout for this kid?
Yes.
Okay, can I see that?
Give me 1 second.
I'm just wondering how you guys know if you guys don't know him. Like, oh, I know him. He came here yesterday with his ID and he took off. And then on her part, you see nothing suspicious with her.
Despite the staff's suspicions, the arresting officer appears convinced that the suspect is who she claims to be, at least for now.
Do you believe that's her?
The nose matches. She looks like she might have some jaw.
So she was born in 1939?
She looks old. I'll have to verify it. I'll do my best.
Okay.
Miss Hale, how old are you?
I'm not quite that.
I know, but how old are you?
I'm in my 80s, 81.
What?
81.
You're 81?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's okay. Yeah. Oh, she's 83 on the ID. Her nose kind of matches, though.
That's what got me.
This is wild.
That's what got me. I almost want to pull my wig and be like,
Jen,
because that's what got me.
the card says I can show them. Can I print it or just show it from my? I have it on my phone. Okay, let me print it.
What's your current address?
I'm at apartment 4, honey, on Honor Road.
What was your previous address from that?
I can't exactly remember, honey. I went to 2 different addresses.
Well, what city?
Before there, Orlando.
What city before then? You've always lived in Orlando?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I gotta ask, are you wearing a wig?
Huh?
Are you wearing a wig? I gotta ask.
Yeah, I see this.
Are you wearing a wig? Huh? Now we're getting to the truth.
Is this really you?
You're.
What's
Is that a
going on?
wig?
Yeah, it is a wig.
That's what I thought. I thought I saw a wig.
Picked me up and he said I had to do this. Open up an account.
Finally, the suspect decides to talk.
I don't know what he's got myself involved. I don't know.
So what's your real name?
My name is Sean. I don't do this kind of stuff.
What did he promise you for it? A little percentage? So did you open an account here?
Yeah.
Or were you in the process of opening an account?
No, I opened up an account. Just being safe. So I'm not from here.
Can you give my partner your full name, date of birth, address, phone number, okay?
Am I going to be safe when I leave?
Well, we gotta get the end of the story, you know?
If you're truly...
Because I'm not from here. I'm from Delaware.
You're from where?
Delaware. I'm not from here.
How long have you been here?
I'm trying to get back home now.
Oh, well, how long have you been here?
Almost 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you homeless?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, listen. This.
He's gonna just write it all down for him, all right?
Now that I'm investigating an alleged crime, right? I'm gonna read you your rights. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand? If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
I could go home.
That you can go home? Who told you that? But to get you to talk to the police? No. Okay. Are you willing to talk to me and help us out and solve this so we can get this done? Oh. Okay.
Faced with growing pressure, the woman finally confesses. She claims that the man promised her money if she played along with the fraudulent setup.
So that is a wig that you're wearing. I was right. Okay. Okay. So you're homeless. How do you come about to meeting this gentleman?
I'm trying to get home and...
To Delaware?
Yeah,
and he said he could pay me if I just opened up an account and go home.
So you would open up an account using this person's information, whoever this person is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he would put me on so I could go home.
And then from that money, he would give you money so you go back to Delaware because you're trying to go back to Delaware.
Yes.
Where did you meet him?
On the street.
What's on the street where?
Highway of OBT.
OBT and what?
Or OBT Blossom.
I know. And do you know have it like an intersection?
No, by a Wendy's.
This is today you met him?
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
No.
He didn't give you his name or nothing?
He just told me T.
Okay.
Colorado tag, Charlie, India, uniform, 091.
Okay. Have you ever had a driver's license in the state of Delaware?
No.
Because I gotta identify you. How would I be able to
This
identify?
isn't me. God's honest truth. This is me.
What I don't want is for you to lie to me again, because if you
I
lie to me
swear
this
to-
time...
This is me.
Okay.
And I'm from Delaware. And I'm trying to go home.
Alright, we'll
That's
figure it
it.
out. Okay. Give me a second.
After a brief round of questioning, the officers step aside to discuss their next move.
So, she is a transient. Met this guy today, somewhere off OBT by a Wendy's. Doesn't know his name or nothing. She said she got to talk to him. He, obviously, she's transient. She needs money. He says, go to the bank. Tell her, let me get this lady. Open up a loan in this lady's name. I'll pay you from that loan.
Did he say how much?
No, she said she's trying to get back to Delaware. Is where she's from. She doesn't live here. So she said that he would give her money so she can get back home to Delaware.
How much was the loan for?
What was the loan for? How much was it for? 20,000.
He doesn't talk good, bro.
Did he tell you how much he would pay you specifically from that 20K?
He said he would send me.
Send you back home to Delaware? Okay. Well, she's at this point now. She's once she figured out she's been not truthful. She seems to be opening up and telling us everything. Appears that way. I haven't identified her yet. Unfortunately, it's Delaware, but she said this is her.
Just as the investigation is underway, one of the male suspect's relatives suddenly bursts into the bank, escalating the situation.
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm walking in the bank. It was open. The door's not open.
Who are you? Are you a guest? Are you trying to do
You
business
know
here?
that's my little. That's
So
my
then
little
you're not here for the bank.
Do not open your mouth and say
Go outside.
anything to
Go
them.
outside.
You need a lawyer.
Go outside.
Don't
Go
touch
outside.
me. I'm not
You're
doing
messing with the
anything.
investigation. Go outside or you get arrested.
I won't
I'm
get
not playing
arrested.
games with you.
You
Go
have
outside, you're
arrested
gonna get
for what
arrested.
cause? Man,
Go outside or you get
man,
arrested.
you
Go
better
outside or you
back
get
the
arrested.
up.
Go outside. Do what I said. Do what I said. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Hello, I'm Detective Jackson. I'm with the Financial Crimes Unit here. Okay. Before I speak to you, I just want to make sure that you provide the right words. Okay. Just tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
Because you seem like you've been wrapped up into this whole thing, right?
I don't know.
We're going to try to speak a little more. Okay. So, what do you do?
I'm homeless. He stops on the highway, and I've been trying to get home from Delaware. I'm trying to get back home.
Okay.
He says, You won't.
So you've been trying to get back to Delaware, is what you're saying?
He said you won't have to do anything, just pose as my mom. That's it. And that's what I said.
To pose your mom? Okay. Who wig is that? That's what he gave you? Okay. Do you know his name?
No.
Did he tell you a name?
No. T is all I know.
T.
So I just had to come in and just stand, not say anything, and pose as his mom.
Now, growing emotional, the woman appears genuinely remorseful. And with that, she begins to open up about how the entire scheme came together.
And now I'm stuck in the mess now.
Okay. Do me a favor. Miss, what is your name?
Shauna.
Shauna. Okay. Do you have a Florida driver's license?
No.
Do you have a driver's license in another state?
Delaware.
Delaware? Okay. How long have you been living here in Florida?
5 years.
How long?
In 5 years
5
I've been
years.
stuck.
How did you get here?
A train.
By train. Do you have any relatives here?
No. So I'm trying to go home.
So what led you here to Orlando?
My best friend, but now she's dead.
Now,
And I've just been on the street scared and hiding all the time.
say that again, I'm sorry.
I've just been on the street here and there. I just can't get back home. I don't have no ID. Or anything.
Where do you primarily, frequent? What area do you?
The coalition.
Coalition.
The homeless shelter.
Okay. Do you have a room there?
No, I stay on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Come here.
So, when you said this guy approached you today.
That's it.
Have you ever seen him before?
No.
Okay. So just walk me through the process of what happened today when you were approached by him.
He just asked me if I could come back and instead he said I wouldn't have to say anything to sit there so he could open up a credit card thing.
Okay. I'm sorry, I did not understand you.
He said I wouldn't have to do anything but sit there and act like his stepmom so he could open up a credit card.
Okay, but how did he approach you? Like, how did you know what you were doing?
He just walked up to me. That's it. They just walk up to you out there like that. It's just,
The woman now insists the man never offered her a specific amount of money and only claimed that he'd help her return home to Delaware.
What did he say initially?
that's what he said.
He said what now?
Could you? He said you want to earn a few dollars, and I said I'm just trying to get, back home. I don't have nowhere, and he goes, all you gotta do is stand there and act like you're my mom. He goes, I'll do all the talking. That's right.
Okay. Now, how much were he going to give you? He was going to take you home.
To send me home.
He was going to give you enough to send you home. Okay. Okay. Did you say anything to the teller or the loan officer?
No, but I'm sitting here and
what is this here?
From him.
Who wrote this? Okay. This was given to you? Mind if I see this? Okay.
My trouble was my.
I'm still investigating, and I'm going to come back and give you some information, okay? But most likely, I'm going to be completely honest with you. You were aware of what you were doing, correct? You came here.
No, he told me to sit there, so I'm not aware of what I'm doing.
Well,
he told me to
you
sit
had an
there.
identification card, right?
Yeah, he gave this
So was it
to me
you?
when I walked in here.
Was it you on that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you're not Loretta Hale?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you know that the person that you're trying to represent, you put on a wig, you know that you're
That's
not
right.
this person. Okay, so that's your accountability in this particular case. Okay, so we have to take some action here because as a bank, they're believing that you are representing someone to be this true, presenting all of these documents, okay?
It's clear the woman was still holding on to hope that cooperating would allow her to avoid charges. However, the detective wastes no time shutting that down.
So I want you to understand that even though you were, presented to do this in hopes that you can get back, you were representing someone that they didn't give you authorization to do that. Okay?
So what is I gonna look at?
I'm gonna give you some information for now. Once I gather everything,
I'm
I'm
gonna be locked up and I can't go with my kids or what?
Just hold on for a second, okay? I want you to calm down. Okay? So we're not going to, you have to have some accountability here. You understand that?
Okay.
Ma'am?
Okay.
All right.
But what accountability? What, forging her name? Or I don't understand.
Okay. What is this in your hand here? It's a clip?
My breath.
Okay. Okay. Do me a favor. This thing tight right here. Can I see this here? Is this yours?
It's
Is what he did? Okay. Hang tight right there. Yeah. Hello, sir. How you doing? My name's Detective Jackson. I'm with the Orlando Police Department as Financial Crimes Unit. Can I have your name?
Tyson Wilson.
How do you spell that?
Tyson.
Tyson. You have middle name?
Nono.
N-O-N-O. And what is your last name?
OCCENAT.
O-C-C-E-N-A-T.
Identified as Tyson Nono Osinit, the man would go on to be arrested 3 more times 2 years after this incident.
Can I call you Tyson?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So Tyson, like I said, my name is Detective Jackson. Obviously, you've been detained here. You're not free to leave. You know that, right? I am obligated to, in order to speak to you, to read you what's called your Miranda rights. Okay? So I'm going to read that to you. Okay? It's not necessarily mean that you're going to be arrested. It's just that I have to read your rights before I question you about anything that goes on today. Okay? You understand that?
Understood.
Okay. And when I read you these rights, I just want you to just give me a yes or no if you understand, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? I need a verbal yes, or no.
Yes.
Okay. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
I understand.
Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
I understand.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
I understand.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
Okay. What I just want to talk about, obviously, you were here at the bank. You came in with this lady here, the white female, the older white female. Okay. What is your involvement with her?
That's a friend of mine's. My lawyer wants to come and speak.
Is your lawyer present?
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment?
But
Okay.
my sister called just for just to protect myself.
Okay. So your sister is outside?
That's correct. She had came in and she was trying to speak to me, but I guess they escorted her out.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. So you're grown right now.
The detective attempts to question Tyson, but he immediately invokes his right to remain silent.
Now, are you requesting a lawyer? Is that what you're saying?
My sister came in here and said don't say anything, and she requested one for me.
Oh, well, I'm asking you.
Okay. I trust her words.
Okay. Okay. So I just need a verbal confirmation from you that you don't want to talk right now about this incident. Okay.
Until my lawyer's present.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
The questioning may be calm, but outside the bank, Tyson's relatives are making sure things are anything but quiet.
He's an adult, okay? We don't have to explain anything to you.
We're his sisters.
Okay, but he's an adult. He's not a child, so we have no obligation to explain anything to you.
Can you explain to us what is the charge? What's wrong? Why he's getting arrested for?
You can speak to the detectives, but we are the officers just making sure the scene stays secure.
But he wasn't talking.
Okay. When there's an open investigation, heads up.
Yeah, but there's an open investigation. Y'all arresting him. You're taking him.
Right, and he's
I'm trying to tell you what is the reason for the arrest?
Okay, well when he's able to speak to you, he will, and he'll let you know that.
Oh my God. He has to speak to me.
He's an adult, okay? We don't have any obligation to. It's his business. We don't have to tell you anything.
He's an adult, but when you pull up his records, you guys don't.
It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter.
He doesn't have a father.
None of that makes a difference. He's still a grown man, and
it doesn't matter, baby.
It is what it is. Yes, it is. We don't have to explain it to you.
My daughter, she's a grown woman, but
right.
I have to go through it.
Right, man. Come on.
Okay, nothing's going to change. He'll call you and let you know. That's all I can tell you.
I'm sorry about that. We understand.
He'll call you and let you know. I don't have answers for you.
Yeah, but I want to know what's the reasoning. What's going on?
He'll get a phone call when he's.
Of course, they're not gonna call me and tell me, and I'm gonna call my boss, and my boss is gonna tell me.
When there's an open investigation, we can't speak about things with people. It doesn't work like that.
You understand? They just.
Come on. No, I ain't going. I'm calling my boss.
Call the boss.
They don't want to tell me I'm calling.
Okay.
In the end, both suspects were charged with grand theft, unlawful possession of personal ID, scheme to defraud, and defrauding a financial institution. Number 1. Woman plays victim after targeting the elderly. On November 3, 2024 in Ohio, officers were dispatched to an apartment complex after an elderly woman was reportedly robbed just moments before entering her home.
You know what he's talking about? Something about some guy. I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, well,
Did you guys call?
no.
Okay. Some guy what?
Apparently there was an incident in the building earlier, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because I don't come out.
Okay. What for? $22 services. Yep, can you send me in the car? I'm out here knocking on the door and no one's answering.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, my name is Luna and she's Carmen.
Okay. Do you live here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, she was
22 disregard.
She came to this point.
Okay.
When she was opening the apartment, the lady came this way and tried to get inside the apartment.
Okay.
Then she tried to let her know. So then she's slapping in the face.
Me empollo, yo venía del ascensor.
Yeah.
Y él con el carro.
Have you seen this lady before?
Yeah.
¿Tú la has visto antes?
No la he visto, pero ella tiene que, porque ella conoce todo
No,
esto.
she never saw it before.
So she doesn't live here then, I assume?
I don't know.
Maybe
she's come to visit.
Can you describe the lady?
¿Tú la puedes escribir?
Claro que sí. El señor del 2 tiene, pero no sé dónde la.
Ese guy live in the apartment, in the second floor. They had a missing leg.
Okay.
Le sacó foto.
And this guy tried to help him because she started running with her phone, and the guy tried to help him.
With the suspect having fled the scene, the officer's first priority is identifying who they're dealing with.
My wife say probably in the apartment 4 or 5, maybe he know where he lives. That's the guy
the white
you
dude?
talked to him.
Yeah.
Anyway, they followed her in the first floor, but she don't want to stop. Then she leaves the phone right behind the building.
Do you have the phone then?
Huh?
Do you have the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Telephone.
Ella con el señor
Then the guy started to make pictures for the
llamó a la
lady.
policía
This is the reason I
y
have to
ella
find
cogió
out where they
miedo.
live.
Pero que yo no me había dado cuenta que ella, y él tampoco, y un señor de
yeah,
allá
the phone.
lo vio y le dijo que ella había puesto el phone porque él me vio detrás de él.
There was another guy, they saw her and the guy, they say, she leaves the phone right there. No, I'm talking about
outside, yeah. Okay. Did you have your ID?
Somebody go inside the elevator and push a scissor to another guy inside the building.
Esto aquí está malo. Esto aquí desde que metió gente.
Yeah. It's a dealer around here. Many people come in inside, they don't live in here, they stay in the apartments.
Yeah, they're in and out drifting, yeah.
Yeah.
Phone and ran?
Yeah. Yeah, but you just slapped him in the face.
Just slapped her
Y
in
me
the
cogió de sorpresa, yo ni me lo esperaba, yo venía. Y me cogió, me
You say
empujó,
her
y yo, what
you
happened?
say her phone belonged to her.
No.
She offers $20 for the phone
Para
back.
que me diera, porque yo tengo citas médicas que apuntar y eso.
Is this a white lady or a black lady?
No, it's a black.
Black lady?
Black.
About how old?
Bajita.
¿Cómo es la estatura?
Fortunately, the victim is able to give a detailed description of the suspect.
She's
Pero gordita.
like her,
El
but,
pelo, tiene el pelo gris,
yeah, little
gris y negro, caracoleaditos como bajita.
She said she has
Viejola, ella no es joven.
the hair like grape.
It took what?
Like grape color.
Gray?
In the hair.
So she's older?
Lo tiene grita, gris.
Gris ya con la canita,
Yeah.
porque ella es se ve mayor.
Yeah, gray with the black already coming out, you know.
Pero nunca me...
What were you saying about the mouth?
There was
Botando por aquí, hablaba.
Bleeding?
Hablaba y botaba
No,
como
not bleeding. Something like
baba.
foam coming out.
Foam?
That's a drugs, you know.
Yeah.
Yo si la veía de aquí, yo los llamo a ellos.
And then heavy set?
Yeah,
Okay.
Un poquito pesadita.
Gordita ella, bajita.
Yeah, the hair is no big,
Ya, así
you know,
está como si fuera un
short,
afro.
short.
Yeah.
Como si fuera un afro.
Yeah.
What was she wearing?
The skirt was great,
Con una chaqueta clara gris y un suéter y un chalequito de esos que nosotros
light
usamos
gray
negro.
blouse.
Así fue que yo la jalé a ella.
Y el jacket,
Negro,
the
como ya
black sweater.
por ahí la cogí.
Did you see where the lady went at all? Like which way? Did she go out? Did she
Después
run?
que salieron ahí.
Okay, so she ran down across the book door and
Da
then
una
across the other
casa.
street. Okay.
Está en-
Hello. Oh, how are you? That's
Ah,
the
mira,
man.
ahí.
Do you live on 405?
Tiene la foto.
Do you live up here then? Okay.
Él tiene la foto.
What's that? You have a picture of her at all or no? Have you ever seen this chick before?
Yes, I have.
They happened right here at her door.
At her door?
Yeah.
When I saw them, they was out front.
Yeah, so she chased her that far.
Oh, okay, she chased her.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
yeah.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Now that they have a lead, officers move on to question other witnesses who may have seen or heard something useful.
Came from the door and got it?
Yeah, she's putting the keys in the door, trying to open the door. They rushed her, grabbed her, tried to shove her in the apartment, grabbed her phone, and then she started running away, and that's when she chased her. Just give me 1 second, I'll be right down, okay? Will you tell her to have a good day?
Okay.
Have a better day.
Dicen que tengan buen día.
And if you
Que tengan buen día.
Igual.
and if you see this lady out here, call.
Y si la ven, que avance llame la
Si
policía.
si la veo, yo le llamo rápido.
When I moved over here 15 years ago, that was for seniors.
Yeah. Now they let anyone in here.
Take care of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Sorry, it's just hard screaming back and forth. You said like 306 or 406 possibly? Okay.
I don't know for sure, but I know that if she's already in here.
Yeah, so she had access to in here.
Yeah. She's already in here. How you doing?
I'm blessed. How are you?
All right.
Hi, officer.
Hey, what's up?
Yes, I don't know exactly what, but she was already in here and met her at her door. There had to be somebody noticed or something.
Or that they'll wait till someone does that and then they'll walk right in right behind them.
True that, true. Yeah. Like, why? That's why I'm on the front.
What was that lady wearing again?
I don't know exactly. I saw it from the backside.
Okay.
I asked him. He was standing in front. She was sitting on that wall, the wall right there.
Okay.
So I came up that way from behind them, and I said, "Wait a minute, I'm gonna go get her peoples." Like, I knew they couldn't understand her. You know what I'm saying? But he was standing up, and he the one that gave me the phone because he said it was behind the generator. She hid it behind the generator.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Though the suspect managed to hide after fleeing, the officer would later find out she wasn't unfamiliar with the area.
I mean, I was going after down Myers, and she was coming up Upson. Like, I was close to Myers, she just turned I slept the Ocean, but she was just turning Upson. I'm like, why? And I got COPD. That one walk fast. Far.
I know. That's what I just said. I think even most people that's even athletically, they won't even chase someone. They'll just like, all right, whatever.
Especially with her chasing them down from her house all the way down there.
Yeah, down 4 floors.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow. But I knew when I was coming from the parking lot right there, and I was turning, I was gonna come to the parking lot, our parking lot in the back, and I knew the lady, because I knew, I was like, what's the matter? Like that. The dude told me, she said she stole her phone. The lady was sitting on
she robbed her.
She robbed her of everything?
That's a robbery is what she just did.
Yeah, she said, no, I didn't. Where is it? And the guy was like, she was sitting down here. The guy was right there, and the Mexican lady's right there. And she said, I could understand it, but I couldn't really understand it. But I said, no, I'm gonna get somebody to understand it, you know. But they said it was calling the police.
Yeah.
Police.
Because it didn't make sense. And I like walk up there, and the guy's like talking about this guy. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. If you are out here and you see him, just call too. Thank you.
The arresting officer soon returns, armed with a photo of the suspect. It turns out this isn't her first encounter with the law.
This probably look like the lady.
You know, it could be.
But this is a DMV photo, so let me show you a Facebook photo. This is years ago, 2 years ago.
You know what?
She used to stay in 419. She used to go visit people over there.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I just, ooh. And you know what?
Yeah, that's more of a...
That could be, oh Lord Jesus. You might be right.
I've dealt with her before too, so that's how I figured it out.
That's how you figured it out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Yeah, because I mean, someone, their family member died in that apartment because I remember being here, and she was in there.
Her mother. Yep.
And then she was in there causing a huge ruckus. And then like one of the other family members came, and yeah, she was just off the charts. That was last year. Yeah, because she described her as a black female, heavier set.
Yeah, and sitting down. Yep.
Yep.
With gray hair.
Yep, and she has gray hair.
Short hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And this is even shorter, but it's not gray.
The boy, yeah.
Did you see this lady?
I got my phone.
Well, I have a picture I could probably show you.
Yeah. Oh, you love. Yeah. Also, let me see. I'm telling you, God, I don't want no problems.
No, you're good.
I don't do this. The woman.
This is an older picture.
Yeah, that's an older picture. You got salt and pepper in her hair, little afro, heavy set lady.
Yep.
Yeah, that's her. That was
right
her.
here.
That was her. Yeah, that's her. She got a big brown perch with her right now. I got clothes and how she look right now, but she would not let me get a clear picture of her face.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? She kept putting her purse.
Yeah, if you got that, I'll go look at that too.
Knowing the victim is 84 years old, the officers are even more determined to locate the suspect and bring justice.
See, that's what's happening. I called y'all to try to stop y'all from coming out, but
No, that's a robbery. She just tried to rob this lady. That's pretty serious.
yeah, when the lady had tears in her eyes, I couldn't ignore it.
And she's 84 years old. It's insane.
She's right upstairs, the sweet old lady, Spanish lady. My kids from her. My kids is half Spanish.
How did she get out of here?
How she got out of here? She got a key fob, man.
Okay.
She ran over and
It's from her mom's apartment. Her mom used to live right above you.
Listen, this is what happened. Down here, you know, it's our laundry room. When I'm coming about right here, I hear somebody calling the street, and I get my car, and I'm coming down. And when I get, excuse me, man. As soon as I get here, I see the lady struggle with somebody, but I just see her arm. Right? And I'm like, oh, she's like, please help me. She come out the door, let them go. Anyway, it happens, bam. So I didn't know if it was a man or woman, and this is the pictures. So, and I asked her to stop with, she will not. But she, anyway, to make a long story short, when she ran downstairs, to finish the conversation, when she ran down the stairs, and I finally get down to the first floor, and I see her when she ran out, I took the mat and put it up against the door to catch the door. I'm thinking she's gonna run out the gates there. She ran over in the corner like a mouse. I'm like, okay, so at that time I'm walking because I see she's an older lady. So when I walked over there, the time I seen her, she was shutting the door. She got a key fob to this building.
The eyewitnesses managed to snap a few blurry photos of the suspect. While her face isn't clearly visible, he still provides officers with valuable details.
I'm like, oh, this ain't no problem. I'm trying to explain to the Spanish lady, but she's so worked up. She's not.
She has no idea what you're saying.
So what I'm saying, I'm like, she grabbed me and made me chase the lady all the way up here around there, and I got bad back. I ain't signed up for this, man.
Did she go down Myers?
To your left.
Myers?
The first, I'm not familiar. The first street on the right hand side to your left. She went down there.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, excuse me. There you go. You can flick all through them. Ain't nothing like that. But that's the lady. Go ahead. Look at her. Go ahead.
That's a
That's the best picture I
don't know.
She had a little short afro. She looked a little older. It might be. I don't get nobody in trouble. It's not the, you know. But please, that's what she looked like today. Make a long story short. That's it, man.
Did she continue walking down that
street?
street?
Yeah, she kept walking, and I'm trying to explain to the Spanish lady that the police come, and she was so nervous. She took off down the street. Me waiting for you guys. I'm sitting down here, and someone told me, go over there by that generator. Because she did duck off for a second. She might took her phone. I see a piece of crap over there. Somebody took a crap and walked around. Oh. There go the phone. As soon as I pick up the phone, her family's calling. All right, thank y'all.
All right, man. I appreciate you talking with us.
Yes, and she said she wants to press charges because that can happen to anyone and somebody's getting someday. So she wants to press charges.
Okay. Just tell her to let me make a couple of phone calls and then I'll call you back.
Sí, señora. Voy a hacer algunas llamadas y le regresaré la llamada. ¿Está bien?
Okay.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Shortly after canvassing the area, the officers managed to find the suspect lingering a few blocks away from the complex.
What's going on?
Got a headache, doesn't feel good. My stomach is upset.
Oh, really?
When I get up, I feel like I'm going to pass out, get real weak, and I have to sit back down again.
That sucks. Do you need EMS?
If they can help me with my headache and me feeling weak and my upset stomach, I would like it.
They'll probably give you some Tylenol. I mean, I don't know if they do that, but do you have ID on you?
No, it's
14.
It's in my apartment.
Where do you live at?
Down the street.
On Bookto?
have car 11 start
Yeah, down the street.
770 East Bookto? Like the big brick building?
Yeah.
Okay. What's been going on today? Anything?
Just been laying down because I haven't been feeling very well today.
Anything happen in the apartment building today at any point in time?
Yeah, some lady tried to say that I took her phone or something, but it's like I didn't take her phone. I don't even have any reason to take her phone. I don't even know who she is.
Really?
Never seen her before, nothing. So I don't.
Are you able to stand up at all?
No, because when I stand up, I get real dizzy.
Oh, we can set you right back down though.
I don't want to stand up because if I fall down, I might be sick. I don't want to stand up.
32 or anything?
I'm not feeling
Ma'am, you have two options. You can either stand up on your own or we can call an ambulance for you. Either way, it's going to be the same result, and I think you know what that is. So the more cooperative you are, the better it is for you because I'm not playing around with you.
Oh, that was a little bit much. Here, I'm going to take your purse off, okay?
No, that's okay. I keep my
No, we have to take it off of you.
We're going to take it off of you.
Just go ahead and sit up there. All right, there you go. That's fine. Here.
She immediately feigns an injury, but that's just the beginning. Her performance is far from over.
So right now, you're going to be placed under arrest.
For what, sir?
We'll explain it in a minute, and we're not. Okay.
Yeah.
Stand up.
So go ahead, stand up. We're going to help you up. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Go.
Seriously, you're playing now.
Oh, no, sir.
You just ran down Myers.
Sir,
I just watched a video of you running.
Sir, I'm not running.
Not now.
No.
Okay, I'm going to set you up. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Come on. Seriously, stop playing.
I'm not doing nothing, sir.
You are.
Ah, you hurt my hand. You hurt my
Correct,
hand.
because you're pulling.
Ah, you hurt my hand.
Because you're under arrest.
Ow. Ah, you hurt my hand, sir.
Knock it off.
We'll go with the program. Quit acting like a child.
Can I what? Yeah. Yep.
Do you have anything on you you're not supposed to have?
That's just true.
19 and
No.
I was in the building when you called out with this. What's that?
300 West Market Street.
Phone.
Check for the 9 vehicle.
Okay.
Man, my nose is running. I can't stop it. I need something to blow my nose with, man.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to leave you right now.
Oh no, I asked you to leave me. I just asked you, do you have a Kleenex or a tissue or anything?
No, I don't.
Oh,
No.
Okay, no problem. If maybe one of them might have it so I can blow my nose, because my nose is running and I keep sniffing.
At the suspect's request, medics arrive on the scene, but their presence only pushes her to dial up the theatrics.
Just want to do. Anybody got a tissue or a Kleenex or anything?
Well, EMS is right here.
Okay. Does anybody have a tissue? My nose is running. Does anybody got a tissue? Kleenex, tissue, Kleenex.
Carry those.
What
Anybody got a wipe or anything?
No, there's nothing in
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So when I breathe, got like just breathing and congestion in my chest. It's like a rattling sound in my chest when I breathe.
Let's see that index finger, please.
Going around.
Pardon?
19.
It's cold season, cold and flu season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can you flip your hand up for me, please?
Flip it on an 18.
Can you flip that hand up for me?
Oh.
Palm up.
He's checking your sugar.
Oh, okay.
Little prick.
Car 10. Car 10. Holy 23, big things for car 17. You can test
You said
that.
you thought you might have low blood sugar, so they're just checking you out.
Oh, okay.
121.
Perfect. Everything's looking good. All right, they don't think you need to come down by ambulance, okay?
Okay.
All righty. Take care.
Okay.
The medics determine that the suspect is perfectly fine, but she still tries to buy more time.
To see about any fluid in my chest or anything.
You're probably
Go ahead and
Yeah, I hear you coughing.
Yeah.
But
put your hands together like you're praying.
Your vitals are good. You're probably just congested from being sick. You're getting good oxygen and everything. Yeah.
Put your hands together like you're praying. Thank you. Yep, you're gonna come over to this cruiser, please.
Okay.
You got anything on your pockets? Anything?
I might got tissue in this one.
And that one?
Yeah, I might got tissue in that one. But it might be raggedy and nasty.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Good?
No, these handcuffs is hurting my wrist.
Really? Yeah, they're not supposed to feel good.
It's like they're cutting my skin.
Yeah, they're very loose for you.
No,
Yeah, I
mean right here, sir. Right here and right
hands like you're praying.
Yeah, well, she wouldn't.
Keep moving your wrists around.
She wouldn't, because she kept like...
Yeah.
Ada, is there anything in your purse that don't belong to you? Okay. I'm just curious because they won't allow you to have these in there if you're not. Okay.
Ironically, the suspect now worries that her own apartment was left unlocked and fears she might get robbed.
So my apartment is unlocked and somebody can get in my apartment. Sir?
What's up?
My apartment is unlocked.
It shouldn't be unlocked because once those doors shut, they lock.
No, my apartment doesn't lock when you just shut the door. You gotta lock it.
It's supposed to.
Oh no, so they don't. They don't
Yeah,
look like that.
well, I mean, I work for AMHA. I know that.
So the apartment does not lock unless you lock it. They don't lock automatically. Everybody knows that. So maybe for some other AMH building, but not that building, sir.
Okay.
Somebody needs to go secure my apartment, sir, because I don't want anybody going there breaking in and just taking my stuff.
Okay.
Now in the middle of booking and processing, the woman refuses to drop the act. Watch how she reacts as a female officer begins the pat-down.
Hurt my hands.
Yeah, they'll get them off of it. I can't take them off of you in here. They will.
Pardon?
I can't take them off of you in here. They will.
Oh, okay. But you guys are cutting through my skin. What? Oh my, I got a cramp in my stomach.
I get like that too when I come to the
Same.
Something about this jail.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this on your thumb.
Except for the ones I'm supposed to.
Okay, any illegal or any
Somebody please take these handcuffs off. They're cutting into my skin.
If you push your hands together, your palms, like at your wrist, there.
They still cut into my skin, sir. Okay. Both of them.
They're loose. Go get them off,
Number 457 Morley Avenue, please, for a panic alarm for residents.
Thank you.
807.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
In the end, she was charged with robbery by intimidation and theft from an elderly person. What's your verdict? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.